The rain fell in endless sheets against the small apartment window, blurring the world outside into streaks of gray. Inside, the dim light of a flickering bulb struggled to fight the darkness that pressed against the walls. Aisha sat on the narrow bed, cradling her baby in trembling arms. The little boy's cheeks burned with fever, his breath coming in shallow pants, and every tiny whimper stabbed her heart like a blade. She pressed her lips to his damp forehead, whispering soothing words she barely believed herself. "Shush, my Jan, Mama's here, you'll be fine. Just hold on for me." But her own voice cracked, betraying the fear that churned inside. It wasn't the first time. Ever since his birth, sickness had followed her boy like an unwelcome shadow. And every time it did, Aisha fought like a lioness, selling her jewelry, skipping meals, working extra shifts, anything to keep him safe. But tonight, her strength felt like it was slipping through her fingers. Her phone lay on the nightstand, the screen lighting up with a reminder of the last prescription she had picked up for him. She hadn't meant to delay, she simply hadn't had the money. But now, seeing her son's condition worsen, she knew she couldn't wait another moment. With shaking hands, she typed out a desperate message. "Please prepare the prescription urgently. My baby is burning with fever." She snapped a picture of the crumpled doctor's note she had kept safe for weeks, attached it, and pressed send. For a moment, her chest felt lighter. At least she had reached out. At least help might come. What she didn't realize was that in her panic, she hadn't sent the message to the pharmacy. The number she clicked on wasn't the chemist's, it was buried deep in her contacts, untouched for 5 years. A number she had sworn never to dial again. The number of Arman Khan. While her tiny apartment drowned in silence, across the city, a man sat in his towering glass-walled office. The night sky stretched wide behind him, the city glittering below like scattered diamonds. His assistants had long since gone home, leaving only the hum of the air conditioner and the glow of his laptop screen. Arman leaned back in his leather chair, his mind restless as always. Numbers, contracts, and endless meetings filled his days, but tonight, something unsettled him. He couldn't shake the emptiness that had been clawing at his chest for years, an emptiness no wealth, no success, no power had ever filled. His phone buzzed. He almost ignored it. Few people dared message him so late, but the preview of the text froze him in place. "Please prepare the prescription urgently. My baby is burning with fever." Attached was a photo. His breath caught. The name on the doctor's note leapt out at him, stabbing his heart. Aisha. The phone nearly slipped from his hands. For a moment, he thought it was some cruel trick. But then he noticed the trembling way she had typed, the urgency in every word. This wasn't a mistake, it was a cry for help. A baby, her baby. His pulse thundered in his ears. He had buried memories of her deep inside him, convinced himself she had walked away, convinced himself she didn't want him in her world. But now, staring at this message, he saw the truth unraveling before his eyes. She had a child, and if the timing was right, if the fear in his gut wasn't wrong, that child could be his. Without a second thought, he reached for his phone. His voice was sharp, commanding, when his private doctor answered groggily. "Drop everything. There's a child who needs you. Right now. I'm sending you the address. Don't ask questions, just go." The doctor stammered a reply, but Arman had already hung up. His hand hovered over the phone, his mind racing, his heart pounding in ways it hadn't in years. He typed a reply with a steadiness that betrayed none of his inner chaos. "Doctor's already on his way." Back in her apartment, Aisha nearly dropped the phone when she saw the response. Relief rushed through her first. Thank God, the pharmacy had acted quickly. But then her eyes locked on the sender's name. Her world tilted. Arman. Her breath hitched as her throat closed up. Of all people, of all numbers in the world, she had sent the message to him. The man she had promised herself never to face again, the man who belonged to a world of glass towers and luxury cars while she struggled to keep food on the table. 5 years. 5 years since she had walked away. 5 years since she had chosen to bear her burden alone. And now, with one desperate mistake, the secret she had guarded so fiercely teetered on the edge of being exposed. She held her baby closer, tears spilling down her cheeks as her heart warred with itself. Would Arman come? Would he demand answers? Would he look at her with the same cold eyes he had the last time they parted? Or, her chest tightened at the thought, would he look at the child and see the truth written in his tiny face? As the storm raged outside, Aisha realized fate had forced her hand. The past she had buried was no longer in her control. And somewhere in the city, a man she had once loved more than life itself was on his way to her door.